Oh my
you
God.
wearing that for other people to be able to see you, because let's be clear, you're trying to impress only one person. It looked to me like you were trying to impress a whole room with you yelling and carrying on, wearing what you were wearing. Like you succeeded. I'm sure you got a lot of attention. I just don't like that kind of attention. So just moving.
This is what happens when men like are perpetually online and they fall into a wormhole, or they fall into a rabbit hole, like a red pill rabbit hole, and they learn a bunch of like buzzwords, and they develop a personality that is rooted in like just a bunch of, I don't know, like terrible ideas, or a composite of a lot of other dudes like terrible ideas of what a of what a man should be. And they get around like, you know, non-mouth breathing people, and they end up just saying like the oddest shit, right? And the way that they present it is they try to make it, in their mind, they feel like it is like 100% logical and reasonable and rational, but it's like, no, you're like in regular society. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The things you're saying makes absolutely no sense to me. That is to me, when I watch these when I watch these videos, that's exactly what I got from. So this young lady, this is her first date with this guy, and if you argue on a first date like this, or I mean, an argument on a first date should be like more like, what? You got the molten lava cake over the apple crisp? Oh my God, you're crazy. Apple crisp all day. Like, that's the type of argument that's like suitable for a first date. This shit right here is fucking nuts. But this young lady, she is like she was like a former Disney performer, very outgoing. I went and checked out her page just because when I saw the videos, I always like to go look at the content that the person creates, and to see if I can just get like a better context for the videos or whatever. And yeah, so apparently she's like a former, I think she did work at Disney for like 8 years and was a performer or whatever. I say that to say she's an outgoing person, right? Look at her. She, you know what I'm saying, her hair, her style, everything. Like, you could tell, like, she's just like an outgoing person. I don't know how she could have hid this. Like, I don't think she tried to hide this. I'm saying, I don't know how she could have hidden this from this man. My suspicion is he knew. I don't know how he didn't know, but he knew what type of woman she was before he went out with her. So the reaction that he is having right now is very weird to me, right? Unless, and I'll leave this for the end, unless there's a reason why he's reacting like this, unless his reaction is intentional, which I think it is intentional. But yeah, let's watch this because this is really crazy.
Can I be honest about something? I was just thinking that you were going to be a little more calm, which is what I'm looking for. But
can you give like an example of how I wasn't quote unquote calm?
Okay, yeah. The table next to us singing happy birthday, and then you obnoxiously singing happy birthday out loud with them was...
Like I said, she is a former Disney performer, and anybody that's been in hospitality, you know that you probably have sang happy birthday for a stranger like 1,000 times. Like, I did it when I worked in restaurants. I sang happy birthday so many times, right? Once again, this, if you look on her page, you can see in 5 minutes, like, yeah, this suits her personality. This is exactly who she is.
Kind of embarrassing. That was very inappropriate to me, and honestly immature.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I feel like if it's not a good match, that's totally fine. I just feel like you unloading on me right now is just a lot for meeting each other 3 hours ago.
I get it, but communication is important, obviously, right? That's key to a relationship. So I'm communicating how I feel.
Okay.
And this is how I feel. And moving forward, beautiful personality. Obviously, you're a beautiful girl, but you acting like that isn't what I want to marry.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to put you in check so that you...
Harry? Mary? Sir? What? Mary? Nah, bro. Nah.
Oh, I don't really think I like that specific verbiage.
Oh, sorry. So I'm not trying to put you in check. I'm just trying to make you aware so that you and I can maybe progress and see where this goes and give it an...
Wait, hold on. That fool said he was trying to put her in check. What?
Okay.
And this is how I feel. And moving forward, beautiful personality. Obviously, you're a beautiful girl, but you acting like that isn't what I want to marry.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to put you in check so that you...
Exactly. I'm just trying to put you in check. very much feels like he's trying to establish like dominance or something. Like I don't. It just is very. I wish alpha male. I wish you niggas never learned. I wish y'all never learned the phrase alpha male. That's wild to me.
Oh, I don't really think I like that specific verbiage.
Oh, sorry. So I'm not trying to put you in check. I'm just trying to make you aware so that you and I can maybe progress and see where this goes and give it another chance. One more thing though. One more thing. Sorry.
It was a little 6-year-old girl. She was very excited. And
But was that your family or did you know anyone?
no, I just feel like the energy that you're giving off right now is very like bah humbug. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with spreading a little joy. And she seemed very happy that I was singing along too. I'm sorry if that.
Wait, he is mad at her for singing for a 6-year-old girl that was right next to them? What? What?
It was a little 6-year-old girl. She was very excited. And
But was that your family or did you know anyone?
no, I just feel like the energy that you're giving off right now is very like bah humbug. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with spreading a little joy. And she seemed very happy that I was singing along too. I'm sorry if that rubbed you the wrong way. That wasn't my intention.
I want to date a sophisticated woman.
Okay.
That's classy.
I'm sorry. And it is not an excuse. This dude might have autism. Like, this is fucking, like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's some, what? Why would that? Because, this is weird. This is real. Even for like red pill shit, this is weird.
Not gonna get loud, especially when we're on our first date. You're mine. When we were on the date, it was between me and you.
What? You're mine? Oh, this is crazy.
Okay. That's classy. That's not gonna get loud, especially when we're on our first date. You're mine.
You're mine? What the fuck?
When we were on the date, it was between me and you.
I
felt
what?
like you. Okay, you're not mine, but on the date, it was a one-on-one situation, and you bringing a 6-year-old into it.
I'm checking you. You're mine. Okay, he's trying to establish dominance. Yeah.
With her whole entire family.
Oh my
you
God.
were wearing that for other people to be able to see you because
you're wearing that. Oh man, this is. I'm sorry. Like I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to make any excuses. None of that. I'm just saying there's something like even it's like this type of behavior typically doesn't happen this early on in a relationship. This is something where like this, I know this will happen, but this seems like this would happen more like in year 2 or 3. And that he's doing it right now makes me think that he doesn't understand like social, like I don't know. It's just giving like some neural spiciness. Like, I don't know, but it's like, it's even worse than I couldn't imagine this happening on a first date. That's what I'm saying. I can imagine this happening on like, yeah, I've been with my boyfriend for like 2 years and he's becoming increasingly more controlling. And now he's, and then she catches a video. She has a video of him doing this. Like I could see this. Like that wouldn't shock me at all. But first date, like makes me think that he actually thinks this is acceptable. That's what I'm saying. Like, but clearly he's trying to establish a tone, and it sounds like he's reading out of a handbook almost. Like it seriously sounds like he's reading out of a handbook. Like he thinks like telling women, like negging women, being abrasive, being combative, saying things like you're mine, saying things like I'm putting you in check, talking about her clothing, talking about how loud she is, like whatever, and then throwing in like oh, I don't see you as my wife, or you're not marriage material, like weird, like all of these things seem very much like he learned this somewhere and he's applying it, right? And this might be his first time doing it, but it just doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like there's no way he has had this conversation with the woman before. That's what I'm saying. There's no way that he has talked to several women, gone on dates, and made similar claims, and they like didn't punch him or slap him or just not date him ever again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that if he ever said this to a woman, that I feel like he would learn from this by now, right? If this is what he's just doing on the regular, I feel like by now he would learn from this, unless he is doing this as like a numbers game and he's like just seeing the one woman that's going to be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. We can go out again. And no, I really want to get, you know what I mean? And it's like, gotcha. Right. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but this is really extreme, really, really extreme. Also, is it safe to say that he never disclosed any of this stuff to her, like any of his preferences or anything like that prior to them going on this date? I just don't feel like she would have shown up at all, but definitely not in this way. You know what I mean? If they had a conversation about this at all, like any of these things. And he is acting like these things are like make or break. But I'm like, if they were that serious, why did you never talk about it with her ever? Why did you why is she just now hearing about all of this? Like, I don't know. That's nuts.
Oh my
you
God.
wearing that for other people to be able to see you, because let's be clear, you're trying to impress only one person. It looked to me like you were trying to impress a whole room with you yelling and carrying on, wearing what you were wearing. Like you succeeded. I'm sure you got a lot of attention. I just don't like that kind of attention. So just moving forward.
Okay, and that's so okay. No, I actually don't think there is a moving forward.
She is trying. He is trying to dim her light. That's another part of it too. He just, man, he's trying to beat her down. This is crazy.
I just don't like that kind of attention. So just moving forward.
Okay, and that's so okay. No, I actually don't think there is a moving forward. To be so real with you, this attitude that you're giving right now is not the kind of man that I would want to date. So we can just.
Or is it me being truthful?
No, I think there's a way that you can deliver information that isn't the way that you're delivering it, and clearly, like, it didn't work.
And that's the gaslighting. Like, oh, I'm just being honest. Like, if somebody said, I want to punch you in the face, you know what I mean? Like, okay, they're being honest, but what? He's like, what? Oh, you don't like men that are truthful? No, I'm happy that he said this. I'm happy he said it just like this. I'm happy he said this. Like, I'm ecstatic for her because she just dodged a major bullet, right? And like I said, this is typically what happens year 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Like, if it happens, I'm saying it usually happens like later on in the relationship. Hey, he did it first date. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's terrible that it happened, but it's better than it happened in year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
Is it the way that you're delivering it? And clearly, like, it didn't work out. So you could have just said, hey, I had fun. I don't think it's a match. Like, best of luck. Wish you no ill will. I had a good time.
I just don't think that you were doing things that.
Wait, he had a good time? So what? Wait, so you had a good time, but you're like berating her and acting like she was the dude. This is crazy. Like she was the worst human on the planet because she wore a crisscross top or like, what are you talking about? Is she saying for a 6-year-old girl? But he had a good time. Okay, what the hell?
You could have just said, hey, I had fun. I don't think it's a match. Like, best of luck. Wish you no ill will. I had a good time.
I just don't think that you were doing things that me in the future would, want to continue to happen. So I'm telling you now, these are the things I want you to fix.
Oh.
Wait. Where did he take this woman where they were sitting next to a 6-year-old girl at a birthday party? That's what restaurant was that, buddy? I'm curious.
Would, want to continue to happen. So I'm telling you now, these are the things I want you to fix.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's where you got me messed up because there's nothing that I did that I need to fix. I am who I am. And so you can actually just stop the car right now. I can get a ride.
But I'm already driving, so.
Just don't want to spend the next 30 minutes in a car with you after that presentation.
Okay, but I'm also not going to drop you off wearing what you're wearing in the middle of the road for you.
Oh, okay. No, I actually, no.
Seriously
No, seriously.
No. Hold on. Wait, why?
What do you mean?
What are you tripping? I was communicating with you, dude. I was communicating with how I felt. I'm not saying that I want this to be done. I'm just telling you what you did wrong and how we can fix this moving on.
So you don't tell women what they do wrong on a first date. It just doesn't work out. And no, stop the car. I'm serious. That was actually.
You're seriously gonna leave it? Wow.
Best of luck. Hope you find that conservative girl you're looking for.
Dude, I would think that was a skit if these motherfuckers weren't really crazy like this. Like I could wrap my brain around that being a skit, but nah, that was real. She's a great actor. She's a great actress. If this was a skit, I don't believe it was a skit. I don't. I think that dude was just psycho. And I saw his arm. I saw the placement of his tattoo and the type of tattoo he had. I could see that. And she clocked it too. She's like, yeah, go find that conservative girl. But that's what I'm saying. Why? this woman, this is what I'm saying. He is a conservative man, right? Conservative men make fun of blue-haired women all the time. That is a blue-haired woman. That is the women that they can't stand, so they say. And this is what people talk about all the time. Conservative men being attracted to liberal women, right? So he wanted to take this liberal woman and shrink her into a box, right? And make her be this, type of woman that he's attracted, but he's attracted to her. I don't understand. It's like it has to be about control. Because you can just find a woman that you wouldn't have to say any of this shit to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are plenty of women, I'm sure, especially where they're at. I'm sure they look like they're like, way he's talking. I'm sure they're in a place where there's a lot of those types of women. You can find that type of woman. It's not hard. Like, what? You saw this woman with her blue hair, with her cute pixie cut, with, you know what I mean? Like, and on her, I don't know if he saw her socials or whatever, but I would have looked her socials up. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing she has a dating profile. I don't think she hid anything about herself. I just have a hard time believing that. You knew exactly what type of woman she was. You go on a date with her and then you get in the car and start nagging her. Like, what the fuck? Obviously, he was just doing that to control her. Obviously. And that is, to me, that is exactly what not to do, first and foremost. But secondly, we need to get out of these rooms, out of these spaces, these echo chambers with these types of dudes, right? Where you get all of these terrible ideas and then you think that real life works this way. It doesn't. It doesn't work this way. I promise you. Like, even a conservative woman wouldn't have appreciated the way that he was talking to her. That's what I'm saying. Regardless of the, what he was saying necessarily, but like how he was saying it, like no woman would have been like, okay, daddy, like on the first date. Nah, bro. That was wild. And he was dangerous. He was extremely dangerous.